Hey guys, it's Shakira. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, we have a car mount. I'm in the car heading to some yoga activities. As a part of my yoga teacher training, I have to, I'm actually making up some hours, and I'm also responsible for going to a certain amount of classes. And so that's what I'm doing right now. But I figured since we got the new gear, my little car mount, that we'd have a conversation about what is in the title of the video, and that is that I am no longer drinking alcohol. And this is because about 2 weeks ago, I had a conversation that involved religion, family, and alcohol. And you know that is just something that you don't do. But when you're drinking, you don't make the best decisions, and so that's what had happened. And after that, the next day I woke up, I was like, all right, this is it. Because let me say that, this isn't the first time I felt like I wanted to give up alcohol. I come from a family where alcoholism runs in the family. We got a whole line of alcoholics, and I mean from my mom's side to my dad's side. And so, and I don't subscribe to that, just so you know. Like, I don't think that anything runs in the family. What I think, okay, some things we are genetically predisposed to, but we also have the choice to either follow lifestyle choices and habits that we see our family members doing, or we can make up our own. So I've done that with health. I've had family members that are overweight, that have health issues, that take medications and stuff like that. Even like, it's everything runs in everybody's family, but it's a matter of what we choose to do. Are we going to align ourselves with those habits, or are we going to do something differently? So with health, I have aligned myself differently. And the same thing with alcohol, I have decided to align myself differently because, first of all, I never want to get into another conversation that turns really ugly with people that I love ever again. Especially my mother, who I love so much, who has been my right hand. I never want that to ever happen again. Even if I feel like I am right, or I know more. It's not even feel like I'm right, but when you know stuff and you start a conversation, it's a disservice to myself and all of the work that I've done in reading and researching and looking for the truth, seeking the truth in terms of everything, not just religion. I can't just discount myself and not talk about it. So, but when you have been drinking, you don't have that logical, you can't reason with yourself that well. You can, but not that well, because you have altered your state of consciousness with alcohol. And so that's one thing on this journey. For me, what I've learned is that we're here to learn and become the best versions of ourselves possible. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're a functioning alcoholic. Now, that's not a reach for me to say that. I'm gonna just go ahead and say maybe I've been a functioning alcoholic. I don't know, because I get all my stuff done. Everything gets done. I work out, no matter, I'll push through. But just because you can function through your addiction doesn't mean that it's okay. Doesn't mean that, you shouldn't do anything about it. So anyway, I've known for some time that I need to get that little situation of mine under control. And that experience really was an eye-opener for me, because like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want, in my right mind, I don't care about being right, because I know what I know and nobody can take that from me, right? But if I've been drinking, I've altered my state of consciousness, and so I may do something or say something that I normally wouldn't do, and I don't want to do that ever again. And so after that day, I was like, I am done. I am not drinking anymore. So a week after that, I decided, let me have a small glass, like 4 ounces. And for me, drinking a bottle of wine throughout an entire day was nothing for me. And I work from home. I do everything from home, so it's not like a stretch, you know what I mean? So, but it's not a good look. You know, it's not a good look to drink like that. And so I did have a glass a week later just to see how my body would react. And I woke up the next day with a headache. So I said, yeah, I'm really done. And so why am I telling you all this? One, for accountability, so you all know, so I can check in and let you all know where I'm coming from, to expose a little secret of mine. And that secret is that red wine, occasionally vodka, has been an issue for me. And just because I can function after drinking doesn't mean that it's okay. You know, I did not like waking up with a headache or feeling heavy after drinking wine. And we feel that way because it's a depressant. It slows us down. And the problem with that is that when you're on a journey, and again, we're here to learn as much as we can and to evolve and ascend, and our minds are meant to fill up all of the information that we can before we leave this planet, before our souls leave this planet. If you're drinking too much or eating too much crap, then we're affecting our ability to learn. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. And so it was inevitable for me, and I'm a big believer in God or the universe putting situations into our lives and saying, look, you're gonna learn today. Okay, you're not gonna learn today? All right, I got you next time you decide to drink. So I learned my lesson. I'm not drinking anymore. And I also have severely taken back, you know, the amount of meat that I eat. I've shared with you guys that that's been a struggle for me too. But again, you know, what we put in our body directly affects our minds. It affects our ability to become the highest versions of ourselves possible. And so I've had meat maybe 3 times. I had salmon yesterday, and I've had a little bit of meat. I'm talking, I probably had less than 8 ounces of meat within the past 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So, with that said, you guys, I'm just here to share my little journey with you all, and hope that you get inspired, because if you're drinking too much, you need to stop. Stop using the excuse that I used to use, that red wine is healthy for you. I even have an article on my website about that, and it is in moderation, but a bottle of wine a day is not moderation, girl. And I knew that, you know. We make excuses for the things that we want to do, but we know it ain't healthy. It ain't healthy. So I'm going to go to my yoga class, and you guys have an amazing, amazing day. I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.